Welcome to week 3 of Computer Science 105. This week we'll have our first quiz. It'll cover chapters 1 and 2. Please make sure you get on that before Wednesday is the due date for that one. It's multiple choice. It'll be taken in Moodle. It is open book, open notes. There's 10 questions on it, and if you don't like your score after you get done with it, go ahead and give a second attempt. And so that's not mandatory, it's voluntary, and we'll average those two scores. The software will go ahead and do that for you. Please be sure to keep following the due dates, and the suggested schedule is set up in the Moodle shell. And we're going to enter into Unit 2 this week, and Unit 2 actually has 3 chapters. This week we'll look at the basics of networking. I'm going to follow up here with an explanation on how the internet works. Chapter 4 we'll start doing more project-based activities involving HTML. So HTML is the encoding language that is used by web browsers, and we'll do a little bit of HTML encoding. And then lastly, Chapter 5 deals with debugging. We'll learn a little bit more of how to debug our code. So how does the internet work? Well, I think the easiest comparison to make would be with the zip code system. So when I go to mail a package to the campus address, our address is 909 South Avenue West, Missoula, Montana. And honestly, that's probably enough information where that package will reach its destination. But it's much easier, rather than to go ahead and document that, to have a zip code. And then the zip code the machine can read, and we can make sure that that gets sent to 59 is for Montana, and then 801 is Missoula zip code. What you'll find too is that the zip code system has actually gone with a 9-digit code, so if we were to throw the last 4 digits on it, that would actually deliver that package to 909 South Avenue West. And if you notice now, there's 2 parts to it, and actually it's 3 parts. One takes you to the state, the second takes you to the city, and then the third actually takes you to that physical street address. And all of you have a similar system with your residents here in Missoula as well. So another way to look at this would be if this was a internet address, it might be 909 South Avenue West .missoula.mt. So if we take a look at that and we compare that with an internet address maybe out on the web, and one we'll examine is www.cs.colorado.edu. And if we were to look at that from the way it's set up on the internet, it is a hierarchy. And everything starts at a single point up on top. And through that hierarchy, we read the address backwards, just like we do if we're making a delivery. So we start at Montana, or in this case it's EDU, then we go to Colorado, and then to the computer science department, and then there's some machine out there that's known as www. This is very similar to the way our postal system works. So when you go next time to the address cyberbear.umt.edu, look at it backwards. It's an educational institution. It's found at the University of Montana, and CyberBear is actually a computer that sits somewhere out on the web. The same's true here when we start looking at postal codes. So we look at 59801-7910, the address here at the Missoula College. We have a similar process with the internet, and we'll use something known, rather than zip codes, IP addresses. So with IP addresses, there's 4 blocks to it. With zip codes, there's 2 blocks. And those 4 blocks are the way that the machines find that particular computer out on the internet. Now we can configure our IP address for our particular machines, and this particular screen snapshot is from a Microsoft Windows machine, and it just shows where our IP address goes, and there's a subnet mask, a default gateway, and some other information involving DNS that we'll talk about later in this particular unit. So how does the internet work? Well, machines use IP addresses, just like zip codes. But humans prefer domain names. It's much easier for us to remember cyberbear.umt.edu than a bunch of random numbers. Now, DNS is a network service that is used to convert domain names, which are friendly to human beings, to IP addresses, which is the preference for computers and machines. So our DNS system and the internet work very similar to our postal system.